few years ago, I decided to start a YouTube channel. I decided to do it out of challenging myself, confidence building, meeting new people, and ultimately telling stories. I wanted to tell stories and add value, just had no idea how I was going to do it. I spent time doing podcasting and putting small little travel vlogs together and seeing how that would do. Kind of sharing it with some friends, some family, and ultimately trying to get to 100 subscribers as the first goal for me to know that it was possible and I was capable. I spent a year or two in that pit trying to get 100. I remember sitting with some friends, and us calling people we knew, sending them links to get them to subscribe, just trying to understand how to add the most value to somebody's life, and not sure still of how to do it. So once we hit 100 subscribers, I remember it being a big deal, but now going, I don't know what's next. When's the next, monetizing, making money from something, right? So about 150 subscribers later, I decided to decided to take a break, but wasn't sure the direction of the channel. I wasn't sure. I had watched a bunch of videos and it was like, well, how do you decide what you talk about? And one of the big things was you could talk about trending topics based on what you believe you're an authority on. If you find a way to do those two, that's a recipe for a viral hit, right? A viral video. Now, I ended up finding that. We had talked a lot about mental health on the podcast leading up, and I remember having 160 or 170 subscribers, and I wanted to hit 200 by the end of the year. I think it was late October. And I remember a famous person passed away, committed suicide, and I remember talking about this subject, and that video, for whatever reason, popped off. It had over 20,000 views, and it got me over 100 subscribers in 3 days. So that was crazy. Now, just before I was about to quit, that happened. And so having that happen for me was it's possible to make good videos that get caught in the algorithm and that get picked up by other people and YouTube, and they get shown, and that it's possible to actually have a video go viral based on whether it be a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, or what your channel size is in comparison. So that brought me up to over 300, and I was like, oh, this is possible. So I kept seeing what else was available and what kind of things I could talk about, and I was like, well, what am I good at? And then the more and more I reflected on this, the more and more I just posted kind of stuff I was talking about, and me just talking kind of got not so much boring for me to make, but I felt like there was boredom from the viewer. So I was like, how do I keep the viewer engaged, and just how do I make better videos? And ultimately that's what it's about. It's making better videos, having fun, telling stories with people, and also serving others. What value can I add? What things do I know how to do that I think would be a unique, authentic perspective on sharing with the world? And I felt at the time, I was like, okay, well, the best way, I came across this video that was saying the best way to create videos and vlogs is, in fact, to just document what you're doing, or film what you do every day and just talk yourself doing it. Talk it through and talk it as if you're to the audience, just explain the steps of what you're doing as you're doing it. You're doing it already, just bring your camera and film it. And that, to me, kind of light bulb moment allowed me to start working construction, small business stuff, because that was something I had done and was doing and felt like I'm good enough at that I can offer some form of value to people whenever they're doing certain things, whether it be a tip for how to use a tool differently, whether it be what tools you should own if you're in a business, or if you have a homeowner friend, or you're a homeowner yourself, and stuff like that. Being able to serve some form of value in that niche, if you will, and adding value there was really a big discovery. First video, over 100 views, and I hadn't hit 100 views for a bit, so to see that was oh, interesting. Then the second video I did over 500. Then the third video I did over 2. And then the third video over 2. And then the third video over 2. And then I started doing shorts of sped up time lapses of me fixing and kind of talking through the fixes I was doing based on what repairs I was seeing in front of me at the time. and that's how skyrocketed the channel. So that grew it, that allowed subscribers to see it, and ultimately I used that as a funnel to the bigger videos. And hitting 1,000 subscribers was it's the big subscriber milestone for being able to be paid on YouTube, because I think anybody who wants to do YouTube videos would like some form of payment from it. Whether we all want to admit it or whether we do it for other reasons, if you can be paid for something, ultimately, that'd be awesome. So being able to be paid to do YouTube, that's the big milestone, the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, public watch hours in the last year. And hitting the first of 2 big milestones was, it was game changing for me. I'm super proud of it, super proud of the work we've put in so far, and I'm very excited to develop the skills and be more consistent and see how the whole thing grows. So I'm grateful for everybody that's subscribed so far. I'm grateful for what's to come, and I'm super excited for you guys to see what we have coming up. So like, share, subscribe. Thank you.